Hi, and welcome to today's webinar on why 80% is better than 100%. My name is Dave Goodwin. As a quick introduction, I joined Zinier about a year ago. I'm Director of Digital Transformation. And over the past 14 years, I've spent most of my time working with applications to help improve the customer experience. And over the last few years, I've noticed a dramatic increase on a focus on customer experience in the software industry. So people used to think probably about a decade ago, that all their problems could be solved by technology, that building or buying a service solution that solved 100% of the problems was the answer. In the 90s and kind of early 2000s, maybe a little bit late 2000s, bespoke software solutions had all the functions that you would need. It quickened the work processes that you were working on, and you didn't get stuck with loading screens and some of the delays of early technology. Moreover, the processes were a little bit difficult. As long as you didn't need to change them, things really worked perfectly, as it was a custom-made fit for the business. Unfortunately, these bespoke era solutions here evolved a little bit, but still evolved with the same constraints. And they required point-to-point integrations, which could be very expensive and restrictive with other technologies, because best of breed was what people were doing back then. The first stages were what we know now. Cloud was just coming out. Digital transformations were becoming new as people were starting to migrate over to new technologies. And data flow is really starting to become more modern in what we know today. And these customizations were making it challenging for folks to evolve, right? The level of bespoke and customized solutioning that was done to solve 100% of certain use cases or problems made it really difficult for them to move over into future technology as things modernized. And as we all know, as things continue to modernize, that cycle only gets faster, which makes it more challenging for people to make decisions as to what to do moving forward. You can still build 100% customized solutions today to solve your problem. However, just like we were talking about a second ago, technology evolves really quickly, and problems evolve also. By the time most folks get done solving one use case completely, they're off to tune that up because the problem has changed. So building 100% solutions is really challenging today, expensive, it takes a long time, and doesn't have that flexibility. So a lot of today's customers and folks that I've worked with over the past couple of years are now looking for something around an 80% level solution, where they can find most of the features out of the box and have a 20% wiggle room for those business level customizations they need to do to stay agile and adaptive in today's environment. The trends for tomorrow focus on creating solutions that are mostly out of the box. Products have a foundation, a platform, and a structure to get things up and running quickly, and the flexibility to integrate to all the modern tools that we're used to using today. Excuse me. You might be surprised to find out just how different an 80% solution is when it's customized for one or two use cases, and how similar they can actually be to each other, or how different, right? So you can really leverage technology in a way to break down silos that some of these bespoke solutions had because of their limitations in the past. So no doubt some of these headwinds are spurred by evolution in customer expectations. Consumer B2C technology has really changed what people expect, and then the challenge for businesses to go and deliver on that. And this has resulted in the role of tech vendors changing as well. People expect us, vendors like Zinier and others in the market, to come with an 80% solution that can help provide what they need to run operationally out of the box, but then have the flexibility, support, and enablement to deliver that 20%. So not only does the business have the technology they need, but they're enabled to use that technology right out of the gate. So where along the spectrum is the ideal? On one hand, you have more out-of-the-box solutions target towards a wide range of customer segments. And on the other, you have unique software, niche software that meets unique customer needs. This isn't really a very easy question to answer because, frankly, it differs based on each company's business needs. But most everybody understands the difficulty of getting into this 100% range, and the challenges that we've all faced in the past with having to unwire all of that, put it together, and then send it back to the market. So no system really can cover 100% out of the box. with all the adaptability that you need today, especially in the environment with staffing shortages and other challenges, you need to be able to adapt your technology really quickly and have that 20% wiggle room that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg every time you need to make a change to adapt to the business climate. So some critical questions to think about when deciding on product requirements that best suits your business needs. Are your critical must-have capabilities being met within the product, right? This is that 80% that's in the box. When you fire it up, can you do the basic fundamentals of field service or whatever you're doing? Now, this goes into pricing. Is it modular and capability based, right? A lot of solutions are one monolith where you have to get the entire application. It's important today to look for those modularized applications, especially those built on platforms that let those applications become extensible, because that's where the growth happens, but it doesn't leave you stuck to where you can't move that into the future. Which, segues perfectly into the ease of customization. It's important to be able to make the changes you need and then unmake them as you don't need them and adjust as the business changes. So easy customization would probably roll into price capabilities for me as well, because the goal of having this all within a product is it's not going to cost you time with partners, an extra cost to have to redo things each time you need to make a change. Now, can you influence the roadmap of a particular product? Now, this one is really important in today's environment. A lot of businesses have their own roadmaps, and it's difficult for customers to influence that. Zinier roadmap is definitely influenced by our customers, but because our field service element applications live on top of our platform, you don't necessarily need to wait for our roadmap to make any changes. You can align our platform with your roadmap and ours to be able to optimize our delivery with what you're building on top of the platform for that optimal balance. And lastly, maintenance and support is key to look like. Most oftentimes, and especially with Zinier, these are all built on low-code tools to help your business be able to democratize who works on things, decouple from IT if necessary, to be able to let business operations control their own fate and let IT work on some of the more challenging problems within their sprints. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to learn more about this, please come to www.zinier.com and feel free to click more. Thanks very much for attending our webinar and have a great day. Thank you.